had to sacrifice one off the top of my head, I'll probably say the art, because it's one of the ones it's the hardest to monetize. Rap is harder to monetize than art, but rap translates in my ability to speak and all that shit. It works in other areas of my life and things that I cultivated trying to get good at rapping. Whereas the art, nigga, I took 15 years off of that shit alone. Just because I just, you know what I'm saying, stopped drawing in high school because I ain't see no practical utility in this shit. It's just and you go to jail. It wasn't until I went to jail, and it's like, yo, nigga, you could draw? Nigga, so you drawing some shit, and it's like, oh, this shit could get me soups?
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't got no commissary there. This shit tight this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, it's your daughter's birthday, bro. I'll draw it for you, guys.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me eat too.
You feel me?
So
but it would be the art just because for those reasons in the free world,
right? It means something.
Even in me doing like nigga, I do animation. I don't know no other nigga out here that be animating shit. But that's like, how do I make that cost something when even if I tried to sell it as a service though? Right. You know what I'm saying? And nigga be like, yo man, I need an animated video. Bro, you kind of can't pay me enough to animate you a video. The shits that I've done, they were off of passion and you know what I'm saying, off of the heart. But nigga, it take 1,200 sketches to make 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying that nobody came came to you with the proposition?
Nah.
But you can do it.
I can't do it. No, and you know, I was supposed to animate a video for T Swan. I was taking too long. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with Swan. You know what I mean? But he had a deadline to meet. You feel me? And so it's one of those things where again, like nigga, it's art. It's so subjective.
That's a fact.
It's like I got to get into the groove. So you know what I'm saying? I ultimately had to like refund him and shit. But again, that's what I'm saying. Like for me to had done it, I would have had to charge him damn near some unreasonable shit. You know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't have made sense.
It wouldn't have made sense. Right. It damn sure wouldn't have made sense to him. He'd have been like, nigga, fuck out of here. I was trying to do it just off the strength of he's who he is.
That makes sense.
And I fucks with him, and so I agree. Like, you, bro, we work out whatever. It ain't even about the bread. You know what I'm saying? But he had, like I said, he had a deadline. That's the only reason you ain't see a T Swan animated by the GYPSY video, guys.
So
it's because he's about his shit. You know what I'm saying?
And he's on it. So, but if present, you still can happen.
In the future, in the present, it can happen.
Future or present, my fault.
Yeah, because right now, I figured out what I would do.
Okay.
And that's visualizers. You know how you watch a Dirk video, you watch a little baby joint, but it ain't their video. It's just
that's a fact.
It's like the little Dirk cartoon walking down the street smoking or some shit like that. Those take significantly less time. Some shit that 1,200 sketches might take me a whole week to do. The visualizer, like the visualizer I did for pedestals, that should take me 3.5 hours because it's really only me animating a 10-second clip and then looping that shit for 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But I would do those for niggas because I feel like I could charge a rate that makes it reasonable
for everybody,
worth it for the nigga, and you get something that's worth it outside of not slaving myself. Shit. I ain't trying to pimp myself.
So let's talk about artists you work with.
Okay.
You worked with, I can say out loud, Seymour the Painter.
Yo, that's
family.
That was my mentor for like 12 years straight.
All right, so you worked with Trizzy.
Yep.
And if I'm leaving people out, you can jump in anytime.
Yeah, I can. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like almost every nigga that's nice that rap in Springfield, nigga, I damn near done did some shit with you, or we done at least talked about it. Especially from our era. I think if you from our era, then
you gotta hand it, or
we you know what I'm saying? Like we done did some, especially if you from our era, but have met me in the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like we done had some kind of like, so I done worked with a little bit of name them, nigga. I done worked with
I want you to
Heisman.
Name them. You gotta name them.
Heisman, Wads.
Shout out Heisman, shout out Wads.
My cousin KJ actually don't have no music with my cousin KJ. That's crazy. Now I'm thinking about that shit. Nah, we gotta get some man. Like I said, Willie, Seymour the Painter, Trizzy, all the niggas, you know what I'm saying, from
and home
fam.
shit, right?
Yeah, for sure. All the niggas from the fam. Damn.
But you gotta understand.
Some music.
But listen, you gotta understand. You gotta understand this. When you say fam, a lot of people don't know. People who's gonna possibly get a chance to watch.
Right. Well, my fam. Well, I mean, you know, because I'm from in this city. You know, there was eras of music and shit. I'm from the mafioso era of music. That's when I moved to Springfield. I went to commerce for like 30 days. Got expelled for smacking a teacher. I went home. My grandma kicked me out. Nigga, I was walking in the snow.
What year was this?
Seymour Painter picked me up. This is like
2001. You moving too fast for the average Joe.
Right, yeah. That's how
I
was always moving around damn near every year. But so it was like, this was like 2001, 2002 though.
I know you may have moved around fast.
Yeah.
So, but for the average listener and the average fan who wants to try to emulate what you did or emulate what's going on, like, give them a walkthrough. Because you're going dumb fast. Like, you're going through, like, 2012.
Yeah. All right, so, musically, if we talking about...
No, just all around. Because you're saying...
I thought I was still answering the question who I work with musically. I was gonna try to explain how that whole
That's what I want.
Oh yeah.
That's what I want. So that's how slow it down. That's it.
Okay, I got you. So how that lineage of music happened, like I said, I came to Springfield.
From VA?
Yep, I was living in VA at the time. Then I came here.
Okay.
I went to commerce.
Okay.
Got into, you know what I'm saying, some bullshit.
Right.
Got expelled.
Okay.
My grandma kicked me out, and I had only been... The only place I had been out here was like Mike was the first person I met. Mike Bass. Shout out Mike. He was the first person when I came to the school. He was in the guidance counselor's office, and the lady was like, "Yo, this is our new student. He's from Virginia. Show him around." He was like, "Yo, you ain't from here? Do." I'm like, crazy. I was born here, but nigga, I ain't lived here in years. So he like, man, I got you. He brought me around, had me battle rapping everybody. Okay, you know what I'm saying. He brought me to Seymour Studio. Okay. You feel me?
So Mike brought you to Seymour Studio?
Yes.
Okay.
Mike brought me to the block.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I had never, after that, been nowhere else before I got into trouble.
Right.
So when I got into trouble, nigga, and I'm walking in the snow, I don't got nowhere to go. That's a fact. You feel me? So I seen a door that was open. You know, it's in New England, so niggas had a screen door open.
That's a fact.
I mean, the screen door closed, but the main door open.
Yeah.
So I seen the door open and I knocked on it.
So it was halfway.
Yeah. I knocked on it and I called I called the studio. And it was a little richer. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, you was in math class. You seen what happened, bro. Like, nigga, I went home and my grandma kicked me out. Your house the only place I ever been. Can I come there until I figure out what it is? You know what I'm saying? Until I figure some shit out.
It makes sense.
Nigga, I went there. I lived in the attic in that house for like 4 or 5 days. Went downstairs to get some juice. Met his mom for the first time. You know what I'm saying? She like, you the little boy that's been living in my attic? I'm like...
So she knew you was living in the attic?
Yeah. I'm like, yes, ma'am. She's like, yo, I don't care what you did. You black. Right. And if you ain't got nobody, you got somebody now. And you always got somebody.
That's crazy.
And so for me, like, and that's another thing I like to just, you know what I'm saying? Now that we is in these spaces... And now that I do shit like speak to kids and talk to people, I like to tell people like, yo, my love for certain shit wasn't fostered in certain energy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was fostered in a whole different energy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like 100%. My love. When I say the fam, like you know what I'm saying? I know that people may feel ways with it, like, but my love for them people is absolutely different. Because I've been walking in the snow, bro. Walking in the snow. So, and I'm the type of nigga that you see. I gave Lauren her credit. I'm gonna always pay homage where it's due because without those pieces, without those people that played those roles, without those motherfuckers that fed a nigga, clothed a nigga, housed a nigga,
that's a fact.
Gave a nigga weed, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, like just straight took care of a nigga, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's love, bro. It's love forever for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not over here capping like I'm some sniping ass street nigga out here doing no, you know what I'm saying, no wild shit. Cause that ain't
just saying who showed love to you.
That ain't my life, but nigga, it's always been that way. Right. Look at it through history, nigga. The niggas that made it, they got the love from the hood. The athletes, they had, yo, go over there. You know what I'm saying? There was plenty of rooms, nigga. Right. Niggas is in the room and, yo, everybody, what's up? You can't
come around like that.
You not, yo, you just got back here. Like, bro, you bugging. You know what I'm saying? And I thank niggas for that.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because it just made it so my influence would be more openly accepted because it's not so pigeonholed already into an undeserving corner.